Have a crazy. Go crazy. I'm so tired. Hey friends, welcome. Put your name and where you're from in the chat if you feel like it. I'm just getting myself together. I'm so tired today, friends. I'm like exhausted. I kind of been exhausted all week. Like I've been feeling so unmotivated, so tired. I don't know what it is. It's also really hot in here. I don't even think I'm going to record this one for the actual podcast because I haven't really gotten my thoughts together or anything. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired. Let me put the AC on. Oops. Ooh, that's better. Hey, friends. Hey. Can you guys hear the AC now, though? Hopefully it turns off in a second. Ooh, let's get into it, Royce. Let's get into it. Can you guys hear the AC? I don't know. It'll probably just go on and off. But friends, welcome to That's Real Live. And you no to the AC? Okay, cool. Awesome. Friends, welcome to That's Real Life Live. I'm your host, Tiff, and this podcast is all about creating the life you want, not the one you were told to live. And the format of these live streams is basically just a live Q&A. Feel free to ask me any questions you want. I'm here to help. Usually I'll try and kick it off with a topic. Today, there's some stuff on my mind that I might kick it off with, but Royce also asked a question, so I want to get to his question too. But what has been on my mind and on my heart has been how I feel like we're in the season of the underdog. Like, for instance, I don't know if any of you guys on here watch Love Island. The finale was on Sunday, and the winners of it were Amaya Papaya, and Brian. And I love so much that she won because throughout the season, right, I kind of feel like she in many ways was the underdog. Like, she's literally the sweetest human being, so sweet. And people weren't really treating her that well. Like, people didn't understand her in terms of, I think, parts of her personality or how she would say things. Like, for example, there was for part of the show, she was coupled up with this guy named Ace. And, you know, just a part of her culture and the way she speaks is she calls people babe. Like, that's just her thing. And he was getting really triggered by it and felt it was disrespectful. And she's just kind of like, this is just me. This is how I talk. Like, it's not it's not like she was saying it because she was really into him. It's just part of her vocabulary and he was going off about it, whatever. And there were a few other men on the show who just like really didn't understand her. And so she kind of goes through the first part of the show just being very misunderstood, but still looking for love. And then finally she finds her person and it's just such a great match. And what I love that she said when she won was, don't settle for anyone. Like, you're not too much for anyone. And also something that she said in one of the challenges was, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And if I'm not your cup of tea, then don't drink it. And I just thought it was such a wonderful example of always being true to yourself and like never settling and never letting and not to let, and also a reminder to not let anyone change the way you feel about yourself or the way you operate in the world. It was just so good. It was just so good. I don't know if I'm guessing none of you are Love Island fans because the chat is not popping off about Love Island, which fine, but just wanted to share that. Hold on. But now to your question, Royce. Oh, my stomach is just feeling so bloated. How do you manifest something like a new job or career you want? Oof. Okay. I love that I love that you asked this question. I feel like I'm in full manifestation mode in terms of a few things myself, and something that my osteopath has told me time and time again is when you are trying to manifest something in your life, focus on the qualities of that thing versus the thing itself. So if you're trying to manifest a new career, so if you're trying to manifest a new career, for example, first set the intention. So, okay, this might be a little woo-woo, but the way me and my osteopath do it is we set our intention. So the intention is also just kind of, okay, the intention is for you to get a new job, holding that intention. And this might sound a little silly, but you imagine, like, what are the colors that you see when you think about your new job? Bring them through your midline, have your intention bubble, and then see what qualities come up around that job for you. Like, what are the qualities that are tied to it? So, for example, a quality of the job could be remote or in office. A quality of the job could be, I'm trying to think of the qualities I did when I was manifesting the job that I now have, because remote was one of them. Another quality would be maybe like a community environment. Maybe you want to feel like you're a part of a community versus feeling isolated in the workplace. Qualities could be feeling seen, valued, heard, things like that. Hold those qualities with your intention colors and do it as often as you feel called to. And that's what helps bring it closer to you. That's a way to do it. There's also another thing that she taught me more recently called praying rain. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of that concept, but praying rain is basically something that came from, she was telling me there are a bunch of Native American tribes who do this, where when they really want the rain to come, instead of just praying up to God, like praying for the rain, they'll pray rain on a deeper level where they'll embody the experience of it raining. So, for example, with all of their senses, they'll imagine the rain coming. So they'll imagine what it would feel like on their skin if it would raining. They would imagine what it would smell like. They would imagine how they would feel, and they really fully embody the qualities of it raining. And that's what brings the rain. And it's interesting because I was on TikTok, this was maybe about a month or so ago, And Dochi had posted a video about her manifestation technique and just what she does to manifest. And it was really similar to praying rain, except she went even a step further. So she was saying, for example, when she manifested, or when she, I don't know if it's the house that she manifested or if she was in the process of manifesting it, but she was basically like, okay, like say she was in the process of manifesting a house. Not only would she imagine the feelings of being in the new house, so completely imagining like what it would feel like to be in this new house, she would take herself out of the manifestation and almost look at herself in the house, enjoying the house, which I thought was so interesting. So she would be looking at herself in the house. She'd be walking around the house. It's like she would be immersed in the manifestation, but also looking at herself inside the manifestation, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that way of manifesting, but she says that it's really powerful and it's something that's worked for her. So that's something that I kind of want to try too. And I feel like I need to get better with sticking to and being consistent when it comes to manifesting, because I kind of feel like I have my days where I'm great at it and I'm really on it, and then I have my days where I fall off, and I feel like I need to be just more consistent in it. There was also something that I did when I manifested my job in Paris. I don't know why I'm feeling so like itchy right now. I think it's this hair, which I'm getting redone soon. But something that what was I going to say? Something that I did when I was manifesting my new job in Paris, excuse me, is there was this prayer that another student in the MBA program that I was doing had shared with me. It was the prayer of Assisi or something like that. I honestly have to look in my email because she'd emailed the prayer to me. It was kind of like a prayer meditation. And I literally had a mini calendar on my wall of like my Murphy bed in my tiny little apartment in Paris. This was my first apartment in Paris, so not the cute one that I did the tour of for my channel, but this was this was in one of my actual first apartment in Paris. I had this little post-it note that had every day of the month, and I told myself I was going to listen to this prayer every night before I went to sleep. Even if I was super tired, I was going to listen to this prayer. Even if I didn't want to, I was going to suck it up and just do it. And every night that I did it, I would cross it off. And I was super consistent and did it for 30 days. And I got the job in Paris. So I feel like there are a few different techniques, and it really just depends on what feels most comfortable for you. So Royce, you can let me know if any of those ones I shared speak to you, or if there's another way you feel called to do it. But that's how I've done manifestation in the past, and it's something that I need to be more consistent with, though. Hey, friend. Hey, Valentina. What's up? What's up? So for any of you guys who have just joined, this is That's Real Live, and you can feel free to ask me anything. Today's is kind of just a free-for-all. I don't really have a lot prepared. I was talking a bit about Love Island earlier, so we can totally get into that because I was just thinking of how this is really the season of the underdog. But feel free to ask me anything. This hair is really making me a little itchy. Yeah, try that one because that's what worked for Dochi. So maybe it'll work for you. Yay, Royce! Oh my God, that's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. Yay, friend. And are things good with your friend too, or just your mom? That's Real Live, iconic name. But thanks for your question, Royce. And back to just the conversation about how I truly feel like this is the season of the underdog. I feel like we're just in a season where the truth is coming to light and the genuine souls that have been taking all this BS behind closed doors and just putting up with stuff. Like, I feel like it's our time to shine. I definitely feel like I'm a part of that community who has just been taking a lot of stuff, taking a lot of BS over the past year or so. But at the same time, I also feel like I'm in this season of shedding, like shedding what's no longer aligned for me so that I can open myself up to what really is. You guys can let me know if you feel that way too, but I fully believe I'm in this season right now. It's like there's a huge shift happening. And I just go back to our friend Amaya Papaya on Love Island. To me, she was the realest cast member. She was always so freaking true to herself. And it's something that I loved about her. I voted for her and Brian. But she's just always so true to herself. She really is. And she doesn't care. She doesn't care if she gets words wrong or whatever. She's always so true to herself and it shows. And I think that's why so many people fell in love with her too. Oh my God, your friend hasn't spoke to you? Sad. How is your career going since transitioning back to the US? I mean, it's fine. I feel like I'm grateful to have a remote role. So I feel like it was a smooth transition because when I was living in Paris, when I got that contract, I was on a contract for a year and a half. That was an everyday in office job. But then after that, I was doing YouTube for 2 years, which I was completely just working for myself and home every day working. So I knew when I moved to the States, I kind of still wanted to have that remote work lifestyle. So I'm so grateful for that. It's also nice that I work in the creator economy too. So it kind of feels like the perfect blend between what I was doing on my own and what I was doing working in corporate in Paris. So that's been cool. So I definitely like the industry that I'm in and I definitely appreciate working remotely. And especially because I do think because I work remote, I still have the energy to kind of work on stuff for my own, whether it be the weekly live streams and stuff like that. I'm trying to be more consistent on TikTok. I was kind of off for a little bit just because I don't know. Life's been life and friends. Like I just have not fully gotten back into the groove of social media, although I'm trying. And I feel like doing these live streams has been a way for me to just at least be a little bit more consistent on a weekly basis at showing up on YouTube. At first, I thought, having the more produced podcast episodes would allow me to do that, but this has just been a lot easier for me. And friends, sometimes I'm like, because for my intro of the podcast this season and first for the first episode, I actually hired an editor, which I was kind of annoyed about because I ended up doing a lot myself. But parts of the fun intro, that was something an editor helped me with. And then I supplied the video footage and kind of placed things where I wanted them. But honestly, I ended up going in and editing a lot of it. But I paid for this beautiful intro basically. And I feel like now I'm not using it that much because I've been doing a lot of live streams. But I do need to get back into doing more of the sit down, more produced episodes too. Just because I know sometimes people like just getting a quick life lesson in 15, 20 minutes versus the live streams do tend to be longer. But they are fun because I feel like I get to interact with you guys more. But sorry, I kind of just went on a tangent. But yeah, I feel like I'm definitely in the industry that I'm meant to be in right now, career wise. And I'm excited to see where that goes. But I will say, I definitely need to be a little bit more like locked in when it comes to my personal brand. Cause I feel like I'm just kind of, I don't think lazy is the right word, but I'm not really hustling with it like I used to. But at the same time, I am trying a new approach to my content creation where I'm just doing what feels right versus doing what feels forced. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, more tippy time is better if you ask me. Cool. I'm glad that you guys like these live streams just as much as I do. And I actually even I have my podcast microphone on out, so I feel like I should be recording for the podcast, but I don't know. Um Roy says, but your support helped me, so thank you so much. How are you doing? I am watching Sex and the City for the first time and loving the series. So 90s. Oh my God, fun. So funny. I had a moment a few years ago where I rewatched Sex and the City too. This was years and years and years ago. I think I was actually living in Paris at the time. And I mean, I'm doing okay. I just feel like I've been in kind of a blasey blah state. I think I'm going to start working on this series for more so TikTok and Instagram, but I'll probably post it on YouTube too. So I'm kind of trying to get my thoughts together for that because I think if I can pull it off, it could be a really fun series, but I just want to do it in a way where it's just very me and intentional, and I don't know, there's just a lot of thinking that I know has to go into it, and I feel like I've kind of been putting it off, so that's something I really wanna dive into. I've also been trying to get back into my workout routine. So, I used to do drop set on Tuesdays and my dance class on Thursdays, which is tonight, and kind of like, I don't know if I wanna go. I don't know if I really wanna go, but I probably should because I have been wanting to do classes at least twice a week, but I don't know, I've just been kind of in this rut, I guess you could say. So that's something I'm looking to ramp up to, just getting back into my workout routine and whatnot, because your girl has definitely fallen off. I also feel like I've just been shedding layers, kind of like what I was saying earlier. I feel like there's definitely a big shift happening in my life, which I'm grateful for because I do feel like it's a sign that I'm leveling up and I'm getting pushed into a new level for sure. I just think sometimes it's like, oh, here we go again. But that's definitely been happening. Hmm. What else has been going on? I've been really wanting to revamp my wardrobe like completely, but I just haven't been finding clothes that really speak to me. I don't know. Like, I just, and I've really been trying, friends. Like one weekend I went to the Grove. There's a new Zara there that's huge. It's like a European style Zara. It's big, but I didn't really see any clothes that I really liked. And then I went to Century City with a friend the next weekend. Granted, we weren't really like shopping, but I don't know. Haven't really seen anything. I also did an ASOS, like went on ASOS and bought a few things, but I actually need to return a bunch of stuff because I didn't really love the stuff that I bought. But I really want to revamp my wardrobe. Like, I'm just sick and tired of everything that I have. This is literally my wardrobe, a, a, a tank and sweatpants. This is kind of like my go-to. But yeah, I don't know, friends. I think your channel is amazing. And yes, a great shift is happening, and you are about to enter a new chapter and level you've been waiting for. Yes. Preach, Royce. Preach. Let's call it in. Let's call it in for all of us. Ooh, can we all just collectively sit in this energy and hold the intention for just all of us as a community for the next level? Because I am ready. I am ready. Tiffy, do you got any tips on editing videos? Ooh. So I'm actually self-taught when it comes to editing. So any tips I share, they're not super professional, but it's what's worked for me. Hmm. I would say tips on editing videos. Okay, before I give you tips, is this more sit down editing or vlog style? If it's vlog style, I would say if you're doing a vlog, this is something that I wish I did more. I feel like it's easier to have a shot list sometimes versus feeling like you have to film everything and anything. Because when I was trying to film everything and anything, I would come home with like a million clips and it would take forever to sift through all of the content. Versus if I was a little bit more intentional about grabbing the right clips, I feel like I would have been less overwhelmed. Ooh, an animated YouTube series. That's cool. I've never done animation, but I would say in whatever you're doing, I would say you have to have great storytelling. So, for any of your videos, think about a beginning, middle, and an end, especially if it's more of an animated series. And actually, I'm glad that you're sharing that. I'm glad that you asked this question because it's kind of helping me as I think about the new series that I want to do. So, I would say it's really important to have a beginning, a middle, and an end for each episode. I feel like it's a little bit different when it's a vlog because when you're doing a vlog, you're kind of just out and about. So feel like it's less of a storyline and just more of a this is me and what I'm doing. I would I don't want to animate, so I'm going to skip that part and use The Sims as the animation. Oh my god, that's so smart. That's so smart. I would also say when it comes to video editing, make sure you have a strong storyline that the viewer can follow and maybe have like a build up to whatever it is that you're like kind of have like a peak. So, oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. But something that I also just thought about is because I feel like this applies to YouTube just as much as it applies to like Instagram and TikTok is they usually say within the first 30 seconds of your video, have something that captures the viewer's attention. So that's why usually with my more produced podcast episodes, the first few seconds of the video is something interesting that I said throughout the video or an engaging moment to really hook the viewer into the video and make them actually want to watch. So within the first 30 seconds, if you can have something that's kind of attention grabbing or interesting, I think that helps, especially if you're just starting out and people don't really know you that well. Because that's kind of the approach that I'm taking to the podcast because I feel like people are kind of getting to know me in a different way now. I feel like in the past, my followers knew me as the American in Paris and sharing that. And now my content, sure, is still in the realm of living life on your own terms, but it's different content. And I really want people to understand and get to know the kind of content I'm putting out now and who I am now. So usually in that first few seconds, I would even say in the first minute, make sure there's something that really pulls the viewer in and makes them want to continue watching because especially when people don't know you that well and even with my content I feel like people are kind of again still getting to know me now. I feel like it's important to just have something that's engaging and something that hooks people in because friends there is so much content out there and you want to make sure that you're hooking in the people that you want to hook in and would really like your content. And I feel like sometimes when there's a slower start to a video, even if the content's good, sometimes people feel like, I don't want to sit through and listen to all the blah, blah, blah. I want to kind of know what I'm getting myself into. So start with something engaging, I would say. I hope that helps. And I'm excited for your series. That sounds cool. Hey, Truth Hurts. What's your name? Love you too. Anytime, Valentina. Royce asks, what restaurant do you love in LA? I recommend Garden Cafe in Sherman Oaks. Absolutely delicious sandwiches and salads. Ooh, yum. So, one restaurant that I've been loving right now, it's called Lala's, and they have a few locations. I've only been to the one in Studio City, and I came across it because I was at my friend's one night and we wanted to go to dinner, and I was just like, oh, what's around here? And she was naming all the restaurants, and she was like, oh yeah, there's an Argentinian place. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Friends, we went to that Argentinian restaurant. The best. I usually get the steak. It's steak, rice, and garlic broccoli. It is fire. It is so good, so yummy. I love it so much. Oof. And then I actually went back to her house last weekend and we ordered it for takeout. It's just so flavorful and so yummy. And I actually found out there's one close to where I live too. So I want to try that one out too. But oh my gosh, the food there is so good. I love Lala. So if you like Argentinian food, that's a great place to try. Erewhon for smoothies. It's another good restaurant that I like. Ooh, I love Crossroads Kitchen. It's a vegan restaurant, but even if you don't like vegan food or you're not vegan, when I tell you it is so good, because I'm not fully vegan, like I'm dairy free, but I'm not fully vegan. The pastas at this restaurant, chef's kiss, my friends. So unbelievably good. So good. Even my sister eats everything. Like if you tell her it's vegan, gluten free, she's kind of like, no. My sister and I went. She loved it. Even her wife loved it. Like so good. Highly recommend Crossroads Kitchen, and it's Travis Barker. Is that his name? Hold on. It's Yeah, it's Travis Barker's restaurant. You know, the guy who's married to Kourtney Kardashian. It's so good. Oh my god. I crave it all the time. Like their kale salad is to die for. It's so good. And they have a version of it, so you can also order a version of it that has gluten-free croutons. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. And then I always get the linguine and scallops, but their scallops are actually hearts of palm. Oh my God. So good. So good. Love it there. What's your morning routine like? Friend, I need a better morning routine. I am lazy. Usually I just roll out of bed and start working. But before, when I was really in the flow, my morning routine was to wake up and do my morning pages. And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with morning pages, I got it from this book I was reading called The Artist's Way. And The Artist's Way, it's a book that you read, but there are also exercises in it. You guys might have heard me talk about it in other videos, but it's basically a book that helps you unlock your inner creativity. It's very spiritual, faith-based, which I absolutely loved. But part of, but while you're doing, and basically the way it works is each week you read a chapter and you do the tasks. And as you're doing the chapters, there are 12 chapters, you also do morning pages. And morning pages are basically where you free write. So you're supposed to do it first thing in the morning, and it's supposed to be like a brain dump of anything that's in your mind, anything that's on your heart. You just write. Even if you feel like there's nothing in your mind and you're not sure what you want to write about, just keep writing. And usually when you do that, it's like you'll notice certain things come out that you might have not thought of before, things like that. Sometimes I even just use them to journal to God, but that's when I was really on it, I was doing that every morning, and I've just kind of fallen off. I don't know, friends. I've kind of been a little unmotivated lately. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but I've kind of just felt like, and I need to get over it because I've got work to do, and I kind of feel like I've just been dragging my feet. So, yeah, I need to get it together. Valentina says, "You're dairy free. I need the story behind this." Yes, I'm dairy free. Well, one, I'm lactose intolerant. So that's a whole thing. And before I just like didn't care and would just eat, and I would have the worst stomach aches and all of the stuff. And then I just decided, I'm just going to try and do gluten-free, dairy-free. And I did. And then I was kind of annoyed by it. And then one New Year's Eve, this was years ago. This is when I was I living in San Francisco at the time? Yes, I was living in San Francisco at the time. And I went to visit my friend in New York City. And on New Year's Eve, we ordered pizza, like a cheese pizza, which is all the gluten and dairy. And I was like, F it. I want to eat this pizza. Ate it. Woke up at like 2, 3 in the morning, vomiting. It was so bad. But it was so bad. Like, it was painful. It was the type of sickness that you just never want to have again. It was really bad. And after that night, I was like, nope, I am not doing this anymore. I am done with gluten. I am done with dairy. I'm not putting my body through this anymore. And it was also more so because how sick I was that night, it really freaked me out. Like, it was really, really bad. And I just didn't want to go through that ever again. So then I was like, you know what? Not doing it anymore. I'm done with gluten and I'm done with dairy, and I'm going to stand on that. So yeah. It's so funny. I go to the Henry in LA so often that basically everyone there knows me. When my friends go without me, they will say one of the servers told them to tell me hi. Oh my gosh, I've never been to the Henry. What kind of food is it? Is it a restaurant? Give me more restaurants, friends, if you guys have any favorites in LA, because I'm always looking for new ones. There's a Mexican restaurant that I really want to try called Cholita. Ooh, maybe I'll go there this weekend. It looks so good, and they have a bunch of gluten-free. There's also this place called Pinch's Tacos. I used to love it, but I had it for the first time in a while last week, and I wasn't really loving it. Ooh, maybe I'll make a pizza. Do you guys want to make a pizza with me? Gluten-free, dairy-free, because I have all the toppings for it and stuff. And I'm kind of hungry, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go to my dance class tonight. I'm just not really feeling it. The Henry is like American food. It's pretty good, and the decor is very cozy, sort of Ralph Lauren home vibes. Ooh, let me look them up. Also, Pizzana in WeHo is so good. Ooh, do they have gluten-free and dairy-free? I feel like I've driven past the Henry. Oops, hold on. Also, if any of you guys are on who get your hair done in LA, specifically braiding, where do you guys go? Because I'm looking for a new place. Like, I want to try a new place. Oh my God, stop. AD is, oh, maybe I knew that. AD is pregnant. AD from Love is Blind. And her and Ollie are going to be sharing their story on Perfect Match on August 1st. Ooh, wow, now they have Love is Blind UK. I didn't know that. Ugh, I'm also like so bloated right now. Pizzana. Let's see, did they have... Oh my God, this pizza looks amazing. Let's see if they have gluten-free. Guys, is it really bad if I skip my dance class tonight? I'm just not in the mood. And my friend said she's not going either. Not that that's a reason not to go, but let's see. Ooh, and they have pasta here too. Oh my God, this pizza looks so freaking good. Are you kidding me? Oh, they have a vegan margarita. And they have gluten-free crust. Tea. Tea. Also, do any of you guys live in LA? If you live in LA, let me know in the chat. I really want to do a meetup, friends. Pizzana. Oh yeah, I've feel like I've driven past the Henry. Let's see, do they have gluten-free? Ooh. Oh my God, the Henry looks so good. Oh my God, yum. They seem like a place that would have great French fries. Anyways, I skip class all the time. But I went to Drop Set on Tuesday. Drop Set is basically like a class that you do with weights. I did go to that on Tuesday, and I'm very proud of myself for going. So I've been keeping up with my Tuesday classes. It's just the Thursday classes. Sometimes I'm like, I'm in Temecula. Where's Temecula? But would love a meetup. Me and my husband both watch you for years now. Oh my gosh, Royce. Yes. Okay. If I have a meetup, you guys definitely have to come, and I'll tell everyone in advance so people can plan. But what do you think we should do for the meetup? I was trying to think of what we should do, and if it should be more of like workshop vibes, in the sense of maybe I come with a topic that I talk and share about. So it's almost like the YouTube live, but in person in a way. I'm like, do we do something like that on the beach, or do we do something that's more like a brunch? I don't know what to do, but I would love to do a meetup and like meet you guys. But Royce, good to know that you and your husband would be down. And even for anyone who's out of state, like if I plan it far enough in advance, if you want to fly in, if that's something you might want to fly in for, let me know, because if that's the case, then I could plan it out far enough in advance so that people can plan. Let me know what you think, because it'd just be so fun to do something with everyone. It's close to the Beverly Center. Okay. Works to, I don't know. Girl, Christian, I don't know how to pronounce that one. And downtown LA is also so good. It's very casual. Walk in, choose the sausage, and eat on the sidewalk right outside of the tables. Ooh, okay, let me look that one up. Is it a German restaurant? the Henry. How do you spell that? W-U-R. WURSTKUCHE. And then you guys want to make some pizza with me? I found this gluten-free, dairy-free crust from Sprouts. Friends, they were doing 2 packs for $10. I was like, yes. Ooh, and I also made shrimp scampi last night. It was so good. I also have leftovers of that. Oh my God, this place looks good. Oh my God, if they have gluten-free buns for these sausages, I'm going to cry. Because this looks so good. I love me some sausage. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, Belgian fries. Double dipped fries. This place looks bomb. Okay, I added them to my list. Added that one to my list too. Oh, okay. Asia, oh my gosh, you came to my Paris meetup? That's so cool. Where do you live? Are you living in Paris or do you live in the United States? Hey, friend, I'm so happy that you're here and still a part of the community. Ah, that makes me so happy. I think someone asked me a question about San Francisco that I feel like I saw and then I lost. Hold on. Morning routine, dairy free. Oh my God, tell us about life in San Fran. Yes, let's talk about it. But let's go to the kitchen and we'll talk about it while I make my pizza. Ooh. Ooh, where can I put you? I'm gonna put you up here. I think that's good. Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. Okay, pizza time. So these are the mini crusts I got. I was so excited when I found them because also I can't have almonds right now, which just makes me break out. And it basically, I can eat everything in it. And it doesn't make me feel like, so. A win is a win. I usually just make it in the air fryer. But San Francisco, so, oof. I moved to San Francisco in 2012 for my first job out of college. Also, I'm going to turn this off because I'm getting cold. I thought I had my scissors out here too. Also, I just thought of a crazy idea. Should I do lives twice a week or I don't know. Anyway, San Francisco. So I moved to San Francisco in 2012, first job out of college. And I will say the one thing about San Francisco that I loved was the food and the people I met. Like I made lifelong friends living there, but I feel like that's not like unique to the city. That was just kind of like the experience in the program that I was in. But, oh God, I think I got cheese on this. How do I want to, maybe I'll put it on this first so that I don't get cheese and it melts everywhere. But I made some lifelong friends there, but then I love the food there. Some great Mexican food. Like I remember there was this one taco truck, like a little taco truck right outside of the building that I worked in. And I would crave it all the time. Oh my God, it was so good. And I actually lived in Emeryville in that cute, I don't know if it's still like this, but it's like this cute little center. It had like a movie theater. It was like a shopping center too, and all of this stuff. It was a really nice area. I loved it. But it was just kind of like a little far from the city. So I didn't love that. Ooh, we're gonna put some mushrooms in it too, on it too. I didn't love that. And I didn't really feel like it was super diverse. And that was something that was hard for me. It wasn't super diverse, but like my friend and I would sometimes go to Oakland, and like it was fun hanging out there. We would do that sometimes. But overall, I think I reached a point where I was over it. Like I was over my job there, and I was over just the city. I didn't really feel like it was my vibe. It was very, and not to say that I have anything against like frat boys or whatever, but like it felt every time I went out, that was kind of the vibe. And that's not really my vibe. Like I'm more hip hop, R&B. Like there was this one club there called The Basement. I think it was called The Basement. Was that it? The Basement? Something like that. And I love that place. Oof. Every weekend you could find me at that place. That was fun. I was always meeting a cute guy there. Where else did I go out? I feel like in San Fran, that's like the only place I remember like actually liking. So look, it comes with four of these. Oops. Yeah, friend, I don't think I'm going to that workout class. I think I'm about to sit my behind on this couch and eat this pizza. Preheat oven to 425. Yeah, it was just okay for me. I don't think it's a bad city by any means, but I think I liked the other cities I lived in more, but that's just me. Also, the weather was kind of had to dress in layers because you never knew if it was going to get hot all of a sudden or if it was going to get, and I use this pizza sauce, or if it's just Sprouts organic sauce, or if it was going to be cold. Like I never really knew what to expect. But oh, I don't even think you guys can see me see the pizza. I know what I'll do. Ooh, not yet. Either you're seeing me or the pizza. You can do it like that for a second. But yeah, that's pretty much what San Fran was like. Why, are you considering moving there? Yeah, I am not doing tonight. I am absolutely not going. And I feel bad saying it, but it's the truth. Also, what was so good that I'm going to do again this time, I put garlic on my pizza, like fresh garlic. Chef's kiss. So good. I need to wash this though, my garlic thing. Let me see your garlic. Sorry, it's like getting weird. Oops. Oh my God, what is going on? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it either, girl, but the food is good. Hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it was called The Basement. Yeah, I think it was that place. Yeah, I used to love that place, man. Oh wait, Christian, so you lived in San Fran too? Or do you live there now? Oops. I wonder if I should do it differently this time and put the garlic on the pizza before. Put the garlic on the pizza before I add the cheese. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So the pizza has its sauce. And now I'm going to do the garlic. Oh my God, so you were there around the same time I was there, because I was there 2012, 2013. Wham, whammy. Okay. Now I need to crush the garlic. I'm so excited for this pizza. Do I like thin crust? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I think I'd rather a thicker crust, but I feel like with gluten-free, usually they only have thin crust for gluten-free. Like, I would love to try like a deep dish. Like, oh my God, like in college, my favorite pizza place was Papa John's. Like, I would crave it every weekend. I would always want it. So good. Because I could eat gluten back then. But I would love like a deep dish, like Chicago style pizza, like I'd be down to have that too. But it's just hard to find that stuff gluten-free, I feel like. So thin crust it is, which I mean, I don't mind, but oh my God, now I'm just craving like a real pizza, like from Italy. Let's all go to Italy and get real pizza. Because the food here is for the birds, okay? But I've been doing a lot better cooking. Also because I have more options now that I realize I can have, because for a while I wasn't eating tomato because I would break out, but I think I healed something because I can have it now and I've been fine. Okay, doing the garlic. Oh, I'll show you the crust. This is the crust. And yeah, I got it from Sprouts. Manini's, and it's gluten-free and dairy-free. And I mean, it's not fully sugar-free. It says 5 grams of added sugar, but it's not that bad, and I can tolerate it. And usually I cannot tolerate refined sugar, so I don't think there's a lot of sugar in this, or else I'd be breaking out. Or else I would not breaking out. Usually when I eat sugar, like it's weird. It's like, it feels like the insides of my body are inflamed and it's so painful. Like it's really bad. That, or I'll just get super tired. It's like my body can't handle it. And I've been fine with this pizza. So I say that to say, if you have a thing with sugar, well, everyone's body's different, but I've been fine. That's so funny. And when did you live in New York City? So I lived in New York City from 2015 to 2017. That's when I lived in New York. Yeah. Friend, I was hop, skipping, and jumping around. Honestly, it's so funny to me because it's like, now I'm just like, I want to sit my behind down somewhere and not, like, I don't want to move around anymore. But, I think I was moving around so much too because I was just trying to figure out like where I ultimately wanted to be. And I feel like a lot of my 20s were spent figuring out what I didn't want, which is also good. But yeah, I was just like, oops. I think I'm going to put one more thing of garlic on here. I love garlic. Wham, whammy. I put trying to get them Grammys. Garlic is just kind of messy though. For some reason, I like getting fresh garlic and mincing it myself versus getting minced garlic. I don't know why. Okay, I think I'm like going OD with the garlic, and I don't want to have a stomachache either. Oh, so fun. Yeah, we have a lot of overlap. That's so funny. Okay, now I'm just like mixing the garlic into the sauce. And then I'm going to put cheese on top and mushrooms. And I got salami because, I don't know, I didn't like how the pepperoni in the store looked. Oh my God, this is going to be fire. Okay. And then for cheese, I do the Follow Your Heart mozzarella dairy-free. It's pretty good. One cheese I just do not like is Daiya. Like, I can't get with it, friends. I don't like it. It tastes weird to me. So I'm not a Daiya cheese fan. This one I'll do, and also Violife. I don't know if you've heard of Violife cheese, but they have good dairy-free cheese. I might only have enough to make one more pizza, which is fine. And then I'm also going to put on top some frozen mushrooms. Oops. Okay, let me put you back up. Okay. Yeah, I'm also going to put some frozen mushrooms on top and then some salami. Because whatever I did, I made a pizza the other day with these same ingredients, and it was the bomb. So I've just been craving it. Ah! Yes, I can stick my hand in this bag because I'm the only one. Only one eating this. Sorry, my braids keep getting like really itchy for some reason. Are really itchy. When I was younger, like when I was a kid, I loved mushroom pizza so much. Like it was my favorite when I was a kid. And now it's coming back. Okay. Mushrooms. Then I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt and garlic powder just on the mushrooms. I'm going to turn into garlic. Okay. And now I'm going to put salami on top because we didn't get pepperoni because the pepperoni looked weird in the store. Oh my God, yay! Are you talking about gumbo yaya? It's really so good. I will say the last time I was there, there was like garlic on that. The last time I was there, no. The last time I was there, though, it took so long for us to get our food. We also got there like right when it opened. So like, I don't know if, it was just scrambling from when a place first opens or whatever, but I was like, God damn. But it is really good. It is a really good restaurant. Putting my salami on the pizza. Maybe I'll save the rest of the salami for in case I want to make one more pizza. I think that's all. I'll be able to. No. Pizzas are done. We're gonna bake for 12 minutes. Then we Gucci. Although I don't know if I'm just being greedy right now because I am not really hungry, but I feel like I wanted to eat, so I'm gonna eat. I didn't really eat that much today though, so whatever. To load the dishwasher. Yeah, it's a really good restaurant. There's another soul food place there called Mama something. What's it called? It's called Child, I cannot think of the name right now. There's another place called Mama something too. You can look at. It's pretty good. Just load up the dishwasher. Okay. Ooh, what? It's been an hour and 14 minutes. Fun. Well, I think I'm gonna bounce soon. Oh shoot, my other thing isn't in here. Well, friends, thank you so much for tuning in today. I am going to wait for my pizza to finish and then eat and then not go to my workout class. But it's been real. Thank you guys for tuning in. And also, I put up an Ask Me Anything on Instagram. So if there are any topics you guys want me to cover in like upcoming podcast episodes or live streams, please drop them in that Ask Me Anything. And it's been fun. It's been fun. I love that we do this every week now. But love you guys so much. And we'll talk again next week. Bye.